It's better to be optimistic and wrong than pessimistic and right. I love this quote. I know people who are pessimistic and they don't do a lot of fun things. They don't work that hard. And honestly, they're sad people. That's the truth. They're sad people. And a bunch of times they're right about their pessimism, but the people who are optimistic, those are the people who are happy, and they're wrong a lot, but then when they're right in a big way. And I would describe myself as optimistic, perpetually optimistic rather than pessimistic. And because of that, I've taken some wild, dumb, crazy chances in my life because I am comfortable being optimistic and wrong, but I am not comfortable being pessimistic and right. And I don't think people like pessimistic people. I think if you are pessimistic, the quality of friends and colleagues and mentors that you have in your life will be way worse. I know people who are pessimistic and they repel people. I think we all know people who are pessimistic. And yeah, so better to be optimistic and wrong than pessimistic and right. This is a lesson that applies in so many areas of our lives, especially with work. So much with work. If you want to attract funding, you got to be optimistic. If you want to attract talent, you got to be optimistic. If you want to get sales, you got to be optimistic. Pessimism is not going to do you any good. Try to be realistic for sure, but I would say flavor that realism with optimism as well. So I'm starting today's show. This is episode number 12 of The Edward Show. This is a daily podcast that I do where I talk about things that I'm learning in business, things that I love, things that are resonating with me. A lot of the time I'm talking about go-to-market, how you get customers, how you get users, how you get visibility. And that is perpetually interesting to me. So today let me rephrase this. I'm going to talk about how to do search engine optimization in the age of AI. A lot of SEOs, a lot of people in the industry are thinking SEO is dead. And they're thinking Google is dead. More importantly, Google is dead. People are not going to be searching with 10 blue links anymore. And actually, I think to a large degree, people are right. But there is still a tremendous need for people who know how to do search engine optimization, which is changing to search experience optimization. If you don't know what search engine optimization is, that is the skill of making something appear at the top of Google. That is the skill of making your website appear at the top of Google for a keyword. A keyword is what somebody puts into Google. So if somebody searches shoes and you have a shoe website, you want your website to show up first, and you hire a search engine optimization expert for that. I am a viral marketer, but I'm also one of the best SEOs in the world. And I've done it for Procter & Gamble, Microsoft, Time Inc., many SMBs. I've done it for my own companies, for others, like I said. And it's actually like my favorite channel. The channel is really changing because of generative AI, not just people trying to game Google now by having content that is written by AI, which I think is a bad idea. But it's changing because so many people are going and searching on ChatGPT, on Bing AI Chat, on Bard, which just had a huge update. And this is taking market share away from Google and other traditional search engines. And so the way that you should do SEO, the way that you should get traffic from this channel is changing a lot. Most people, on yesterday's episode, I talked about the marketing funnel, the top of the funnel, the middle of the funnel, and the bottom of the funnel. And most people, when they think of search engine optimization, they really just know top of funnel SEO, as in getting your website to rank for terms that affect the most people, that the most people search for, the most volume. And that's at the top of the funnel. But the thing about top of funnel searches on Google is there's no buying intent behind them because that's the top of the funnel. They're exploratory. And top of the funnel SEO, it's good for, it has like a lot of volume, so it's good for bringing people in, but it has many downsides. And these downsides are, it's expensive, it's time consuming. In order to rank for top of funnel searches, these are more competitive. So you need to write pages that are thousands of words long, 2,000 to 3,000, maybe even more than 3,000 words long. And because it's top of funnel, it's not guaranteed to create interest in your business. That's what top of the funnel is. And so, yeah, it's expensive. I'm going to go over that one more time. It's expensive, it's time consuming, it's competitive, and it's not guaranteed to create interest in your business. And it's also what a lot of people are using generative AI for. And they're asking, how do I do so-and-so? They're asking like, give me a recipe for this, or like, tell me about this food compared to this food, or like, what's the best form for a push-up? They would probably search that on YouTube. But people are going to generative AI, to ChatGPT to learn. And previously, these are top of funnel searches where you want to learn about something that's top of funnel. And previously, people were going to Google and websites were getting traffic, but now people are going to generative AI. They're not clicking through to the websites that the AI is trained off of. And even if the AI was citing its sources better, which right now it is not, especially on Bard, people still would not click through because most of the time they're getting their answers right then and there in the generative AI. And so top of funnel SEO, it is no longer lucrative. It's so expensive, it's so time consuming, it requires so much work, it's so competitive. But now people aren't even clicking through to websites when they're doing these types of searches, when they're asking questions, when they're trying to learn. And because this is the type of SEO that most people think, this is what most people think of as being SEO, people think SEO is dead. But it's not. It's changed. Because there's still the bottom of the funnel. And the bottom of funnel SEO, bottom of funnel search engine optimization is super lucrative for search engines, which will still be around for the next couple of years. People are still going to use search engines for the next couple of years. But it also works with generative AI. And it's cheap, it's fast, it doesn't require a lot of work, it's not competitive, and it is guaranteed to create interest in your business because that is the definition of bottom of funnel. This is my favorite type of marketing to do within search engines, and just some of my favorite marketing, period. I've done it myself so many times and it works so well. So the downside is that there's not as much volume, not as many people search for bottom of funnel searches because that's the definition of bottom of funnel. There's less volume. There's less people out there who know exactly what they want. But the people who know what they want, those are the people that you want to sell to because you have what they want, assuming that you have what they want. The thing about people searching these bottom of funnel search terms, and I'll give you some examples. But I'll give you some examples real fast. So like someone be like a free CRM that connects to, that connects to Calendly or something. Free CRM connects to Calendly and Zapier. That's a bottom of funnel search. Somebody knows exactly what they're looking for, and they don't know the brand that will give it to them. Or maybe they're not even looking for free. CRM that connects to Zapier and Calendly and to WordPress. There we go. That is like, and someone's searching that and they're like, I need a CRM that does exactly this, and I will pay to have this. And that's a bottom of funnel search because somebody knows exactly what they want. They just don't know the brand that will give it to them, but they know what they want. And there's so many less people like that because in order for that person to get to the bottom of the funnel, they had to start at the top. They had to start at the top by exploring and learning, and then getting more concentrated down in the middle, more consideration in the middle of the funnel. And then they got to the bottom of the funnel. They're like, okay, I know what I want, but I don't know the brand that's going to give it to me. And maybe they learned from the top of the funnel, but they didn't remember the brands that kind of taught them. Because, I mean, top of funnel SEO is just really not as lucrative. It's very good for getting email signups and lots of other things and monetizing off ads. But the bottom of the funnel is like, you can make these pages that target people who are searching for exactly what you sell and offer and make a lot of money. And this works with generative AI as well. So let me give you another example of something that I have done. If you search on Google, students record themselves reading, you will get our website. Number one, it's called reverb.chat. And reverb.chat, it's a cloud-based voice recorder where you record your voice and it's stored in the cloud. That's how reverb.chat works. And there's so many different use cases for our app for Reverb, and Reverb became heavily adopted in education. And so I did a lot of keyword research. That's a topic for another space, how to do keyword research. But I found things that people were searching for that were at the bottom of the funnel. And then I created an SEO, I created a usage page to put all of my like SEO, bottom of funnel SEO landing pages on. It's reverb.chat/uses. If you want to check it out, reverb.chat/uses. And I made all of these pages to target these bottom of funnel search terms. And so students record themselves reading is one of them. Teachers search that because they want a tool to have their students record themselves reading. Now, here's the amazing thing, and this is why if you are doing SEO or considering doing SEO, you should switch to this type of SEO. If you search on, let's say, Bard, for example. Bard is Google's ChatGPT competitor. If you search on Bard, give me a tool to have students record themselves reading, our tool, Reverb, comes up number one. And this is what Bard says about it. It says, Reverb Record is a free online tool that allows students to record themselves reading and then share the recording with their teachers. Reverb Record is easy to use and has a number of features that make it ideal for students, such as the ability to record multiple takes, trim recordings, and add annotations. And Bard took a lot of that from the copy that I wrote, and it shows up number one when somebody is searching for this bottom of funnel search term. And if somebody's searching for this, they know what they want. They don't know the brand. And then they see, oh, Reverb, this is what I'm looking for. And then they use our tool. And then maybe they convert into a customer. And in comparison to where like that page, students record themselves reading, is probably like, I think it's like 400 words long. In comparison to a top of funnel page, which has more volume, but it's like 3,000 words long. And it's so much less likely to give you people who will ultimately become customers. And top of funnel SEO has a place. Like I said, it brings people into your funnel. Like if you're not doing bottom of funnel, it can bring new people into your. I think it's better to exhaust your resources on bottom of funnel search engine optimization overall than top of funnel. And top of funnel SEO, like you can do that, I think, for branding. And yeah, it's really for brand elevation, because someone's learning and they keep seeing your brand over and over again. The SEO tool that I use is Moz, because I learned the basics of SEO through Moz. And so I trusted Moz, and it was just the one that I knew. But if I was searching for SEO tools, or if there was something specific that I wanted, maybe I would have searched, Moz wouldn't have come up, and I would have just gone with that one. And I think any piece of software or any brand, they have services that appeal to somebody that they don't realize. They could put up they could find who they appeal to. They can create these bottom of funnel search engine optimization landing pages and then get money from that for years and years to come. First through search engines and then through generative AI like ChatGPT, Bing AI Chat, and Bard. This is so inspiring to me. And it's cheap to produce as well. if you can figure out the keywords and describe your use cases, you can pay. I would say don't make this with AI. Don't use ChatGPT to generate your copy. Pay humans. But the copy required, the amount of words required is so little. And if you want to see how to do it, you can look at our site, reverb.chat/uses. And so this is a marketing channel. Bottom of funnel SEO is a marketing channel that will not be dramatically changed by generative AI. Whereas so many other marketing channels, especially in performance marketing, are changing because of generative AI. And so I would highly recommend checking it out. It's something that I love. I can't believe that I pulled this off, like, because when I started doing bottom of funnel SEO at the end of 2019, I was living in Krakow at the time. I was living in Poland. And it was winter. We had just launched Reverb. I wasn't sure who was going to use it. I was doing market research. We had launched on Beta List. We had launched on Product Hunt. And then I saw that we were getting picked up in edtech websites. We were getting picked up by edtech, education technology publishers. And I saw how they were using our tool. And then I started doing keyword research around the use cases that they were promoting. And I found that some of these use cases actually had like a decent amount of people searching for them, like dozens. And so I made SEO pages around these. It was completely accidental. It was just like, oh, these things are so bottom of funnel that they're not very competitive because not that many people search them. So I think I could rank for them fast and get some easy early traction. But I didn't realize just how lucrative it would be, to the point where I think we were getting on the high end, it was either 32 or 64,000 per month searches to these bottom of funnel SEO landing pages. And they convert into sales even now when schools are out of session, even now. So it's amazing. And that's how it started for me. And then I just made this huge corpus. So like what you could do if you understand this is you could get you could get like inexpensive labor and have them do I would say do the keyword research yourself if you can. If you can't, you can basically like hire an SEO, tell them to listen to this and say, I want to do this. And I want stuff in the bottom of the funnel. And then they'll just tell you keywords. And then you can have like cheap labor write it, and you can copy the format that we do on our website, reverb.chat/uses to see. You can basically just copy that. And then the final thing I'll say about this is like, if you really want to rank, make sure that I love this tool. Moz has this like page optimization tester tool. If you can be above like 92 out of 100 on that, you'll be pretty golden. And any like professional SEO will understand it completely. Anyway, so this is like, but you can teach yourself SEO. This is pretty simple as well. It's basically like write out landing pages for the use cases that your brand satisfies. And oftentimes a brand satisfies so many more use cases than management thinks. Anyway, that's all for this episode of The Edward Show. Wow, I am hyped. I thought this was going to be a 5-minute episode, and then I just got so into it. And wow, okay, I have to run to a meeting. I'm running so late, but I hope you enjoy this, and I can't wait to talk to you. I can't wait to talk to you tomorrow. Bye.